This is for the YouTube channel. I've been getting quite a few responses and comments recently about the build that I've been displaying and showcasing as Onryo. I've been getting a lot of negative, a lot of positive, which is to be expected. Not everybody's gonna love your content, right? But I've been getting some feedback saying this would never work in high ranks, never work in high MMR. You never reach red ranks or iridescent ranks with this, which. So, what I just wanted to put out there is, I am just an Onryo main, right? As I said in previous videos, I'm not a professional player. I'm not a competitive player. I don't even consider myself a great player. I'm just an Onryo main that likes to condemn, and that's what this is. That's what this showcase and these builds are for. I never advertise this build as a this will never lose build, or win the majority of your matches build, or reach high MMR, or be #1 in competitive matches. You know, that's not what I did. I put out these videos as this is how you condemn with Sadako, right? Whether it works for you or not is a different thing, but from my own experience, this build rarely doesn't work for me. There are times where there are teams that don't lose to it. But it's far more common that I do win with this build than not. And again, it's not about winning, because as some of the people that said in my chat, this won't reach you to red ranks or high MMR or whatever the case may be, right? MMR and ranks are a little bit different, right? Because MMR is really just based on whether you're winning or not, but ranks is really based on your points. I don't really pit that much with this character at all. If you see me playing my condemn playstyle Onryo, you'll frequently see that even after getting 3 or 4 Ks, I still don't pip up because I don't hang people. So this build was specifically designed to optimize condemn. Because of that, I rarely get hooks, so therefore I rarely get hook points, and I rarely pip up. But I'm still winning matches, right? So is it going to reach you iridescent 1? Probably not, because you don't pip. But is it going to reach you high MMR? Probably yes, because you're still winning. But high MMR or not, that's not the point of the build. The point of the build is just to showcase how I figured how to get the best rate of condemn possible. And if that's not your playstyle, if that's not what you want to do, when I first started playing Sadako, I didn't play her like this way. It's not very intuitive, you know, how to use her condemn. That's why most people don't do it. It's not very reliable. It's not very consistent. So I've tried to figure out a way to optimize that. And this is what I've come up with. Does it pip you very much? No. If you perfect it, or if you start to like master this playstyle, will it net you a lot of wins? Yes. Will that raise your MMR? Yes. But does that really matter so much? If raising your MMR really matters to you, then okay. But to me, it really doesn't. Again, it's just to optimize the condemned playstyle, because that's what I find fun. That's why I'm an Onryo main. That's why it's like the only character that I really play. When I want to reach iridescent ranks, I usually don't play Onryo. I usually will play somebody like the Legion, because he can get a lot of points really quickly by just chaining attacks, chaining stabs, you know, bleeds, and winning that way. So when I want to pip up, I don't play Sadako. But the thing is, why do you want to pip up? If the pips don't really correlate to MMR gain, right? Especially the way the system is implemented these days, reaching high ranks is all either cosmetic, just to show off that you're iridescent ranks, because iridescent ranks don't really mean much anymore, or for your maximum amount of blood points at the end of reset, right? So yes, this won't reach you iridescent ranks, but it will still get you wins. You can take that for whatever it's worth, but whether wins matter to you or not is a different story. For me, wins aren't as important as just getting condemned. So, with that being said, if you are an Onryo main and you don't like the playstyle, that's fine. If you'd like to just elaborate on what you do differently, or what you would do to change what I've got going on here, what your suggestions to improve on the build, to what you would do differently, I'd love to hear that and have a conversation about it. I'm totally open to conversation, instead of having to disparage each other and banter about the content, whether you think it's good or bad. Because what I've been receiving lately is some of the negative comments. I had to actually block one of them, so you won't see who this person was. I'm not going to say who they were either. But they came into the comment section saying this build is terrible, don't listen to this won't gain you any MMR, you'll never reach this ranks. And it's like, okay, that's very harsh criticism for no reason. So I just hid the comment, and again, I won't be saying who the person was, but they also claim to be an Onryo main, and they've been posting videos on their own channel since 2019, and have about half of the subscribers that I do, and I don't even have that many subscribers. So we could say that they're probably just a little bit upset that after all their time streaming and posting content, they haven't gotten nearly as much engagement. And if that's the case, let's just have conversations instead. I'd love to work with you, speak with you, or whatever the case may be, but just coming in to disparage the content for no reason, that's not fair to me or the people who are trying to watch, because there are other people who have watched the content and have said, hey, thank you for talking about this. This has helped me a lot with my gameplay, so it's clearly helping somebody. But if it's not helping you, that's fine. Tell me what you would do differently and tell me what's working for you, and I'd be happy to not only try it out, but implement it and have a conversation about it so that other people could have better ideas of how to play, rather than just coming in saying, this is really bad, this is terrible, never listen to this guy. You know, that's not fair. I wouldn't do that to you. I expect you not to do that to me, and if you do it to me, I'm just gonna hide you from the channel, because we don't need that negativity on the channel. We don't need the negativity in the content. We can have a good conversation. I'm not against trying new things, and I'm here to build a community of Onryo mains and Onryo players who get together and get along. All right. I'd like for someday in the future us all be able to talk, have a good conversation, collaborate, whatever the case may be. But this is a place for positivity and open-mindedness. I'm not closed off to other people's ideas. If you don't think this build is optimal, that's fine. I don't think it is either. This is just what I use for what I consider to be optimal condemn playstyle. And if you have something that you think you could improve on this, you'll see in some of my other videos there are comments that say, hey, I think you could try this and this will be better. I don't respond to those comments negatively. I don't say, hey, fuck you, this is the way I think and my way is perfect. No, I say, okay, thanks for the input, that's a good tip, I'll try that out sometime. That's how I'm going to respond to you if you think you have a better idea, or you know, I'm not going to look at you negatively or feel upset about what you have to say. We can talk about it. We can work together. This is an Onryo main channel, not I'm a better than you Onryo channel, right? So I look forward to seeing what the rest of you have to say in the future content. If you have nothing but negativity, just keep it to yourself, because it's not going to be shown anyway. I don't want anybody arguing in the comment sections. I'm not going to be sending anybody to anybody else's channels to say, hey, you're wrong. You're just going to get hidden from the channel, because again, this is not about negative. If your comments are purely about negativity, it's not going to stay on the channel. If there's constructive criticism in there, we can talk about that, and that's the kind of conversation I'm looking forward to having with this community. So if you've watched to this point, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate you guys watching. If this content is not helpful for you, you know, just tell me what you do differently. I'd be happy to hear it. If it is helping you, I'm also happy to hear that. You know, go ahead and comment what you'd like to see more of, what you'd like more elaboration on, because there's still sometimes things that I'm not really sure that people want to hear about the Onryo, because I've just been playing it for so long. Some things just kind of seem second nature to me, but for some others it may not. So if you have questions about what I'm doing, or maybe just general questions in general, I'd be happy to hear them, talk about them. And if you don't like what I'm doing, I'd be happy to hear what you're doing to make it better. But anyways, until the next video, eventually we'll get into some gameplays and stuff like that, but I just wanted to talk about this for now, because it's been something that I've been noticing on my channel recently, and I just wanted to address it. And I look forward to having some more, you know, positive and friendly Onryo talk on the channel. Thanks for watching if you watched to this point, and I'll see you in the next videos. Goodbye.